Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate. So, I think the goal of this episode is to kill Balthazar, but to do that, we should probably deal with flesh first. I think we can do what we did with the ogres and go somewhere else and then call flesh. They gave us like a bell or something. I think. Bell. Let's type it correctly. Summon Golem Bell. That sounds reasonable. Summons Balthazar's flesh golem during combat. Yeah. So we can ring that somewhere far away. But I'm also wondering if we could possibly get flesh to help us taking out all of these skeletons. And that's the question. If I close this door... Can I close this door? Yes. If we close this door, will flesh teleport to us if we're in this fight? Or will he just open that door, and if he opens that door, will Balthazar immediately join the fight? And the ghouls? Don't know.
Moving ahead.
Let's step a little farther away. Because at least having him join us in this fight feels better than just fighting him one-on-one. At least in my mind.
Well, hello.
So that'll be the plan. Astarion, start things out. Give me a nice sneak attack on this skeleton. Oh. Okay. That was incredibly easy. I didn't actually look at their levels. I just assumed there would be at least some challenge to it. Rusty longsword, rusty shield. No.
Let's be quick.
Level 7, but only 20 health. Huh. And just none of the others aggro on us when we do that. Alright, what other ones do we have? There's another one over here. This fight is suddenly becoming a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I hope no one's getting too bored having all of these, like, combat-focused fights back to back. Because we just haven't had a lot of story going on because it is just fights. Yeah. There we go. Murder on the loose. Alright. Shouldn't be too much of a problem.
No traps, please.
Alright, so the skeletons were a piece of cake. Probably wouldn't have helped with the flesh golem really at all. Although I don't know how much damage they would have done.
What path lies
That was
before?
far easier than I was expecting to be. So let's move away. Just to be sure that the flesh golem isn't going to cause us problems with Balthazar or whatever. But I want him taken out. Yeah, I want him taken out before we fight Balthazar, so we're not dealing with that as well. How do I use it? Did it add it to my hotbar anywhere? I don't think so. I can't click to cast spell. Add it to wares. Summons Balthazar's flesh golem. Only available in combat. Oh, darn. I don't think we have any combat left here. Well, that's a bit of a mistake. I think with the ogres, we were able to just summon them whenever. They didn't have some sort of restriction where you physically couldn't summon them unless combat was going on. We already did the looting in here. I guess we just go for it. I'm not excited by that.
Let's see.
You guys aren't aggroing, right? You aren't aware that I just killed all of your skeletons? Perfect. Yeah, 236 hit points. Not excited at all.
And I don't want to see any bite marks on it.
Balthazar's scary. Though, didn't Astarion have a dagger to deal silence or whatever? It was good against mages. Do we still have that kicking around? It was the Susar tree. Did we sell it? Thought I had Susar in the name. I wouldn't have thought I would have sold that. That seems like a useful thing to keep on hand. But obviously we don't have it on hand anymore. Would I have given it to someone else? Like one of my companions at camp? I can't imagine I would have sold it. Alright. Let's go to camp briefly. Just to see. Because that feels... If you're taking out a powerful mage, that feels like a useful thing to have on hand. There it is. Susar Dagger. Silences target on hit. Yeah. At some point I should probably go through all of this equipment and see if any of it is still useful. Like the random equipment we've been holding on to and mostly forgotten about. Let's send that to Astarion. Yeah, it dawned on me that if I'm going against a powerful mage, I should probably have something that, you know, is good against mages. Probably put it in the offhand. So we won't have the one that inflicts bleeding. But since most of what we'd be fighting in there is undead. I don't remember which weapon. This one. So maybe we'll re-equip that afterwards. But this is... Yeah, I think this is the right call. Now we try... Oh, I'm not excited for this. But it just feels like the time to kill Balthazar. And then we go back to Moonrise and finish the last room.
Bring me
Over there.
femur bone. A good one, not the one with the marrow pots.
Back or I feast.
Let's have you split off from the party, Varric.
No one back home.
And you go up here, so you've got some height advantage. For what little that's worth.
Delicious.
Alright, we're doing it.
Seems your actions have earned you an enemy. And a fight.
Not terribly surprised. Oh, he got initiative. Didn't want that. Ray of Sickness. 5d8 damage onto Astarion. And possibly poisons. I'm gonna say no to that. It doesn't seem terrible compared to other spells. It is just a level 1 spell. But still no. Oh, and critical miss. Perfect. He's half dead already. Well, that makes things easier. Can you go around in such a way that you're not taking attacks of opportunity? I don't know if flesh does terrible things if he hits with the attack of opportunity, but not enough movement. Just for there? I'm gonna have to either jump or dash to get over there. Probably dash. That is real sad that he's like an inch short. I guess he's like 3 feet short. Still. That removes one of our attacks. If we hit with this, it should silence him. There we go, silenced. That's what I like to see. And I guess that's Starion's whole turn. Let's see. What's your deal? We looked at you before. Magic resistance. Berserk if its health diminishes. If it takes fire, it receives disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the end of its next turn. Ooh. I think we can pull off hitting him with fire. Well, Varric can. I'm kind of ignoring the ghouls for now. Level 4 ghouls are not scaring me as much as the two of them. I really want Balthazar dead, but I'm not confident. Because what's your speed? Your speed looks to be about 40. So that's 30. No, she won't be able to get there going around. We could jump, though. That'll do it. Nice. And miss. Less nice. Alright, scratch. I guess. Just try to attack. Ah, well.
Need to stay focused.
We could have her attack as well. Or I could have her cast Bless. If I upcast it, it adds additional target. So she could bless herself as well. We need to get a touch closer so we can get Astarion. Are you now within range? He is considered within range. Perfect. And let's get all of us blessed. Oh, we don't have Varric. Okay. It's getting a little dicey to figure out how to pull this off. Nope, now Astarion's out of the range, but Varric is in the range. We're here. There we go. That's finally got everyone. It feels like a big area of effect, but it just kind of isn't when you're having to be pretty particular. Bless on all of us. Oh, and someone commented recently that if I'm gonna have her use Bless like I have been recently, she had that really awesome Mistra staff that I haven't had her use in ages. And perhaps I should... I thought it was Mistra. Maybe I've moved that somewhere else as well. It's another one that I doubt I would have sold. But yeah. If I'm going to have her bless a lot, that one I think gave extra bonuses when we used it. Bless. So maybe I should re-equip that. Though the Blood of Lathander mace is really powerful. Goodbye, Scratch. Alright, we need to hit you with fire. But I'm inclined to do my usual of Twin Spell Haste. We gotta move forward if we want to hit Minthara. There we go. Get that on the two of us. And then that'll allow me to then try and hit them with fire. Because I could do that. He would have advantage on the saving throw, but even if he passes it, he still takes fire damage, which should still give him this penalty. I could also use Fire Breath. Same thing, but doesn't cost a spell slot to hit the two of them. Maybe that's a better call to save my spell slots. Sure. Okay, they both made the save. I don't even know. What's the DC there? Doesn't specify, just says Dex save. DC's only 15? Okay. 15's not bad. Then I guess run and hide. So that our haste continues to last. Ooh. Yeah. Shield blow. No, no, no. Okay, I thought he was trying to get up to Varric. Free attack. And yeah, forced to use daggers because of the silence. I am good with that.
Feel that anguish.
Goodbye, Balthazar. Journal updated. Infiltrate Moonrise Towers. What? We defeated the Necromancer Balthazar, failing to assist him in his mission to retrieve a relic for Ketheric. The relic is clearly important for the Absolute. Finding it ourselves may help us against the cult. I mean, I was planning to do that anyway. Just making sure that it didn't update in some way if you failed your mission or something, because that would have been a problem. I guess that's it for you, Astarion. I mean, ideally, I'd like her to help out with this fight more than the ghouls. But she'll take 2 attacks of opportunity getting over to there. Granted, her AC is incredible, right? Yeah, AC 23. They're probably going to miss. So maybe I should just move her up here to block the way to get to Varric.
Taking up position.
Okay. Miss from him. A miss from him. There you go. Yeah, I kind of forgot. She's AC 23. I don't really need to worry about the attacks of opportunity from level 4 creatures. You don't have... any sort of weakness to Radiant. That's the word I was looking for. But I also don't see any sort of ongoing effect that says that it's affected by this aversion to fire. You would think it would show up here as a current condition, because we hit it with fire. Or does it go... because it goes after Varric, did it immediately undo that? And it just lasted for that nothingth of time? Probably did. So just for its turn, because Varric happens to be right there. Well, that's disappointing. That is probably how it worked, is Varric hit it, so it took all of its penalties, and then immediately on its turn, penalties went away. Or I guess at the end of its turn. Well, it doesn't have any penalties to getting hit for Radiant. Like, it still takes the full damage. It doesn't resist it or anything. Ooh, advantage on attack rolls against an enemy for 10 turns. She's not concentrating on a spell, right? No, that's just Shadowheart and Varric so far. Let's give her Vow of Enmity so that she gets advantage on all of these attacks. It just takes the bonus action, which is definitely worth it. And then... yeah, let's do some big heavy smites. Technically, I could save the smite, so because if I crit, which I have a better chance since I have advantage, then she'll automatically use the smite on the crits and save some spells. Because I don't think we're going to have to use a lot of spell slots on anyone else. I could also just throw Alchemist's Fire. Just so he gets lots of penalties from people. I guess disadvantage on attack rolls. That did apply on his turn. Okay. So that's still worth it to hit him with fire. Because then for his turn, he would have disadvantage on his attacks. Not amazing hits, but it's fine. We'll slowly chew him down. Flame Strike. 72% chance to hit him with Flame Strike. Somehow only 70% on these guys. If you attacked with your weapon, then you have a 95%. Could also do something like Sunbeam. But I could save that for when we go against whatever we find in that ornate door up in Moonrise. That wouldn't be bad. 95% chance to hit. And this guy's doesn't have the resistant to necromancy like they usually have. 3d10 is solid. Yeah, let's go with that. 3d10's pretty good. It's weird to me that we can hit him for necrotic damage because he's a flesh golem, but I guess flesh golem is technically not undead. It's a golem. Yeah, it's a construct. So, yeah. You're not undead. I just think... mentally, I think you are, but you're not. Alright. We need to hit you with some fire. Could just do a couple of Scorching Rays. We got a critical miss. That is a shame. But, yeah, he's got a version of fire on him for one turn. There we go. So that's what it looks like when it works. Immune to the lightning damage is kind of annoying. guess just keep trying to tuck yourself back into the corners. I don't like how close that ghoul has gotten. Oh. Lost concentration on Blessed. That is a shame. I guess, Astarion, you're gonna take on these guys because that seems to all be kind of covered. Yeah, silence that ghoul. Silence is no longer important. Though I don't know if I could have made them bleed. Possibly. I could send you over to here now. What's your AC? 16, right. I don't really want you next to the ghoul then. Or not next to the golem, rather. Yeah, it's fine. You can stay here and fight the ghouls.
Let me strike.
We've lost Bless. Not thrilled by that. But you still have advantage. You still have a 99% chance to hit. Do we take out the ghoul first? And you also don't have a weakness to Radiant. That surprises me. But yeah, I think I'm going to have her... Oh, you just don't do enough damage. Daylight doesn't do anything. Yeah, I need you to kill this ghoul before he sneaks up there to kill Varric. Except you get such advantages. I mean, I guess it's 99 either way you go. It's fine. Just don't want to waste all of my spells. She's just not doing crazy damage here. Alright. Shadowheart could probably finish this guy. Or we could, you know, still do this Flame Strike. But no, I think... Also, I should probably have her heal herself. We could do Bless again. But if he's just going to keep smacking us, I don't know if that's necessary. Probably bonus action to drink a potion. Might be a reasonable call. I mean, I could do a high-level cure to use up our action, but I don't think so. It's another solid hit. And then, do we need Superior? It's probably going to heal about 30-ish. I think that's fine. 34. Yeah. Hopefully we still have a few more of these Superiors kicking around. I don't know exactly, but we are running low on our healing potions, so I can't go overboard with them. But the Flesh Golem is pretty far down in health. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Why did you just get thrown around? Flesh used Corpulent Rage on self. As your health diminishes, let out a bone-quaking roar that pushes back anyone near you and go berserk. He got berserk. Frenetic Rage racks the affected entity's flesh. It multi-attacks each, deal an additional 1 to 8 bludgeoning damage and knock targets prone. Yikes. It also gains resistance, slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning damage, and has advantage on strike saving throws. Frenzy ends once it regains all of its hit points. And so it also gains reckless attack. enemies will get advantage against attacking it, but Minthara already has that. Yep, just keep attacking it. It's got its aversion to fire. Nothing else substantially changed. I think just stay here so Minthara is kind of defending you. Hopefully. Ooh. Did not want you to get a critical hit. Oh, knocking him prone though. That's fun. Alright, I think we're going to have you take the attack of opportunity so you can get over there while he's prone.
Excellent.
Perfect. Nice. 32 health left. We're getting there. It's a bit of a sketchy fight, but it's working out.
On your command.
Okay. Flesh is dead. Can you get... Yes, you can get all the way over here. Start working on the ghoul. But this fight is effectively won at this point. You can't actually get far enough, apparently. I guess I should have had Minthara move a tiny bit farther.
On the move.
That looks like you're far enough to attack. Come on. Yeah, you're totally fine. He's immune to poison, I think, so don't bother. I guess I probably shouldn't have moved you in to melee when you're that hurt. It's fine.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Those for whom the bell tolled. Kill all of Balthazar's undead. That got us an inspiration. Alright. Let's loot all the things now. Woodbark and acorn truffle. Odd things to have on a ghoul. But what do I know?
Should get some rest. We need to keep sharp.
Flesh didn't actually have much of note on him. Yeah, a lot of stuff in this room. We'll loot the bodies first, and then we'll look into everything else. Lastly, Balthazar, what do you have on you? Circle of Bones, Undead Ward. Allied undead within 20 feet are resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage. Doesn't really help us at all. Just a basic dagger. We'll take it. And then Soul Cage Research. Rambling notes in a spidery, jagged hand fill the volume. They speak of a soul cage binding the life force of one to that of another. A crude drawing shows two figures side by side. The one on the left appears to have a dagger protruding from its chest, while the one on the right has a corresponding wound in its own chest. Okay. So we know that the... I guess know is a strong word. We believe that the weapon here we're supposed to find for Ketheric is actually a person. And it says that there's some soul cage magic that seems to take the wounds from one person and put them onto another. So that could be how Ketheric is surviving if all of his injuries are sent to someone else. But that doesn't explain why that other person hasn't just died from his lethal wounds. But that would be my first assumption of what it's talking about. Just isn't clear how... yeah, how Ketheric's soulbind partner is surviving the lethal wounds. Broken moon lantern, fine. Dead pixie, sure. Nothing on the altar. Kind of odd. Carrion crawler tentacle, probably valuable. Salts of carrion crawler tentacle, whatever those are for. Rotten things. Rustic chest. There's some good stuff. Pile of stained towels, some viscera. Yum.
Don't mind if I do.
Don't need the surgery kit, I don't think. Is there any way up there? Probably someone good at jumping. Or apparently even ourselves. Get up there. That looks like a pretty tough jump, but I guess not. Is there a similar chest over here? It doesn't look like it. Still gonna jump up there just to be sure. Oh, now it's too high. That gets you a tiny bit higher. But now the path is intercepted.
Who's next?
I'm just wondering if once we're up there, will we have vision that allows us to suddenly see something? No. Alright, that's fine.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Alright, get down here, Shadowheart. Please.
I'm ready.
Come on, Minthar. There we go.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
I guess that's that. This fight was scary at times, but overall not actually that bad.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
So I guess all that we have left now is in Moonrise Towers. We now have to go to the ornate door. Let's do a quick short rest. We've got lots of short rests. It'll deal with a lot of the damage Shadowheart's taken. And I think that's wise enough.
Off we go then.
It said that Moonrise is now going to be against us. Is that true? Relic was clearly employing the absolute, finding it ourselves. No, it doesn't specify. I assume that after killing Ketheric, they would turn against us, though I don't think there's anything left to turn against us. But that was my fear, that we'd run into some sort of problem. But with everyone dead, I think we will just go upstairs. What's the best way upstairs? I guess through here. We just hope no one steps in the acid. Which is asking for a lot because our people are kind of dumb. Just skirt the edges, please. Good job. So now we go upstairs, and I think I will save right in front of the ornate door so that next episode we can head through, see what we see. Besides that, everything in here is dead. Scary ornate doors. All right, but we're going to end the episode here, so I will see you next time when we deal with whatever is left of this tower. See y'all then. Bye.